Hello my darlings, and welcome back to my channel and to another video. And today guys, I really hope there will be no hate in the comment section below, because I'm not saying that I'm gonna trash, but I'm kind of gonna trash some fragrances. And these are gonna be very popular, very luxurious fragrances that I personally actually do not really like, or if I don't find them bad at all, they're pretty much just not my vibe, or I don't see where is that massive hype coming from. Either way, I'm just gonna share my thoughts with you, because I feel like there are certain fragrances that have been hyped up to the max in the whole fragrance community, and sometimes I just don't know why. Of course, I have been accused of hyping a fragrance that some people do not like in the comment section as well, which has completely nothing to do with the truth. It's simple as that. You may like something that I don't, and vice versa. So guys, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Of course, subscribe to my channel for more fun videos, and let's keep on watching. So the first fragrance that I want to share with you, and by the way, obviously I will not have most of the bottles with me because I just don't like the fragrances, but it doesn't mean I didn't test them, okay? I've tested them, all of them. I can promise you, pinky promise, I tested them. So the first one that I'm not saying it's bad, I do actually kind of like it, however, I don't love it, and it's been hyped up so much. It's kind of insane for me because I just don't see anything extraordinary about it. It is a woody, musky, irisy, fig scent, and that is BDK Gris Charnel. And if you don't know already guys, I have worked with the brand before. I really adore the brand, so by any means, and I'm trying to bash their fragrances, I truly love most of them. However, with Gris Charnel, there is just nothing that it makes me want to say wow in it. I mean, it is pretty, but mainly I get milky fig scent and iris, and that's pretty much it. There's some like cardamom spice to it as well. It is pretty, but I don't know. I'm not saying I'll never get it, because I think it's a great everyday scent, but I just don't see it as this extreme compliment getter, something that is just extraordinary, extra sexy, extra long lasting. I don't know, guys, I'm really sorry, because I know it's a good scent. It's just, it didn't make me want to gag of love, you know? It just didn't. It is definitely unisex. It's neither masculine nor is it feminine. I think it is in the realm of Initio Rehab, which I actually do like more. Even though if I compare these two, this one actually, the BDK one, is a little bit more feminine leaning, I suppose. You can say that. But I don't know. We have so many fragrances that I kind of like it. For example, again, Initio Rehab is kind of in the same realm. When you want something musky, there's like even Indie of Katy Perry, which is like 10 bucks or what. It's kind of in that vibe as well. I don't know. I just, maybe if there was some other notes to it, or some notes were more amped up in here, maybe I would love it more. I don't know what the deal is. I'm surely convinced that it is a good scent. It is a great everyday perfume, good to share with your beloved one, but it's just nothing like extra special for me, you know? So I think for now I might skip on it. I'm not saying I'll never get it. I might change my mind, but for now I have so many other favorites from BDK. For example, Passesoir, so much nicer. Tuberose Imperial that I talk so much about. Rouge Smoking even. Oud Abramad, Crème de Cuir, beautiful fragrance that nobody talks about from the brand. creme de cuir, in my opinion, should be way more hyped up than Gris Charnel, and it's not. So I don't know what the deal is. I do like it, but I think the brand itself has better options in general. So yeah, that's the first one. I'm very sorry if I offended someone. I didn't intend to do so. The next one is also from the brand that I constantly work with these days, and it's very like hard to say it because I truly wanted to love this fragrance. This one I actually bought way before I worked with the brand. So I bought it with my own money. I was super excited about it, and that is Micallef Ylang in gold. And if you have been watching me for a while, you already know I have a massive problem with that fragrance, and mainly because I am utterly obsessed with the bottle and the liquid, and I was hoping that it would be just what other reviewers on YouTube, and I bought it at the time that I was still kind of watching YouTube. I don't really do it anymore, at least I'm trying not to. I was still watching quite a bit of YouTubers, and they all were hyping this one up so much. It's supposed to be like this beautiful tropical custard vanilla, just amazing. When it comes to the note structure, we have bitter orange, geranium, artemisia, and I think these are the main notes that bother me. Then we have ylang and sandalwood, lily of the valley, magnolia, coconut, vanilla, musk, and oak moss. So in general, most of the notes in the DNA are like my gems, my absolute favorites, but it goes so bad on my skin. When my mom sprays it on herself, it's not too bad. It kind of smells like cashmere from Chopard. However, it's way more refined, way more creamier, just better. Simple as that, is way better. But on me, it's absolutely terrible. I tried to even wear it the other day. I tried so hard to love it because there is no bottle that looks better on a counter than this one. Such a beautiful fragrance, but it just doesn't work on me at all. It smells very harsh, like spicy. I don't even know how to call it. It's like extra vintage. No, I almost want to cry when I look at this bottle because you have no idea how excited I was for this fragrance, because it was my first ever Micallef purchase, and I was just over the moon to finally have it and test it out. And then I got it, and I was just so upset, so upset. And I do think that it's also due to my skin chemistry, because on my mom it smells completely different. So it's a massive bummer. I love the bottle. Again, as I said, I love the bottle, and it's very hard for me to say that I don't like it, but I tried too many times to think otherwise. So yeah, Micallef, unfortunately this one really didn't go well with me, and when I say it's hyped, it's like hyped, especially 2 years ago or so, super duper hyped. Whew, okay. Next one, I am gonna talk about a couple of Xerjoffs. So again, don't hate me in the comments, guys. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just truly telling you how it is. So the first Xerjoff that I want to talk about is from Casa Moratti line, and that is Bouquet Ideale. And I really don't know if, again, it's me or I have something in my eye. I don't know if it's me or if it's the scent itself. Maybe I'm smelling something else than others do, but to me it's just terrible. And I know that my friend Moon from Moon Perfumes, Eman, she loves that scent. She has it, she raves about it, and we usually love very similar things. We differ slightly in our taste, but in general, if we love something, it's usually the same fragrance. But with this one, I'm so surprised that she loves it and I hate it, because I don't know, guys. I don't know. To me, As soon as I got the decant of it, I was really excited about it because I heard so many good things of it. And maybe you even remember I did a video with it, testing my testers a couple of months ago, almost a year ago now, actually. And I really hated it from the get-go. It is supposed to be like gourmandish, sweet and woody. To me, it's like old ratchet woods. I mean, at least on my skin, okay? At least on my skin. I'm trying really hard not to make anybody furious, because I know there are some Karens down there in the comment section that will not let me go through with anything I say. So yeah, Bouquet Ideale really didn't work for me. Even I must say it has great longevity and projection. I like the bottle as well, but it's definitely not something that I was expecting. To me, it's quite masculine actually. It just doesn't work for me at all, like at all, guys. So leave me a comment down below if you agree with me, if you had the same problem. But I feel like everybody loves Bouquet Ideale except from me. So maybe I am the issue, who knows. Okay, next one we've got another Xerjoff, and this one is again hyped up to the maximum. I feel like it was just a massive boom last year on this one when it was released, and people went crazy. Every reviewer had to have it, and I was just, you know, standing by the wall and watching them and thinking to myself, what the hell are you doing, honey? What the hell are you doing? So let me be clear here. Xerjoff Italica, because this is the fragrance we're talking about, has a beautiful bottle, has a beautiful entourage to it, and it is supposed to be the gourmand of all gourmands. And if you watch my channel for a while, you already know I am a massive gourmand lover. I love almonds, I love toffee. Basically, I love everything that Italica has. So again, another one that I was extremely excited to try. And as soon as I sprayed it for the first time, I was so in love. Like, the first couple of minutes of that fragrance is just a burst of the most exquisite almond that I have ever smelled. Beautiful opening of the fragrance. And I remember the first time I was wearing it, I sprayed myself on my forearms with it, and I just went on with my day, you know, to test the longevity as I usually do. And I loved it at first so much that I didn't think it would change so drastically, but it did. And a couple of hours later, I started smelling something that really bothered me, but like really bothered me, to the point like it just rubbed my nose the wrong way, let me tell you that. I almost had like a gagging effect. That's how much I hated what stayed on my skin. And I, at that time, didn't know what that was. And then I started thinking, what did I put on my skin that day? What was I testing? And it turned out it was Italica, and I couldn't believe it, because at first it had such a beautiful opening. I could not believe it. It turned out to be like a sweetened bug spray. Does anyone have the same experience as me? Please tell me, because it was horrendous. Trust me, it was horrendous. What I must say, the longevity and projection are exquisite. In this case, I wasn't too happy about that. So yeah, very massive disappointment. If the fragrance was how it was in the beginning, I would surely have gone through the whole bottle by now. But that wasn't the case. It saved me quite a bit of money, and I still don't like it till this day. I still try it from time to time to maybe see if my mind has changed, but every time I try it, I don't even do it on my skin anymore, because this is how bad it smells after a couple of minutes. So I'm starting to wonder, is it because people who review fragrances just don't care and test the fragrance for a couple of minutes and then just forget about it and don't test it further and hype it up? Or do they generally really like how it dries down. I'm really wondering, because I don't know, it feels very weird to me that, am I again the only one who doesn't like it? I know that Xerjoff can be very particular, so to speak, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really don't want to say something I shouldn't, but it's really weird how it turns out on me. Again, same thing happens to Micallef, right? On some people it surely smells amazing. Maybe it's just my skin. So yes, that Xerjoff also didn't work. Okay guys, now on this list there are a couple of fragrances that didn't work on me, but I still do like it on my man, for example. So maybe they're not for me as a woman, as a human being called Paulina, but I, for example, really love it on my boyfriend. So the first one that is the prime example of that is Initio, one of my favorite brands, and that is the way overhyped and way overpriced Oud for Greatness. And I not only have a decant of it, actually many decants, I also have a dupe of it from Lattafa, which is almost spot on. And I really don't see the hype in it. I really don't see that exquisite sexiness that people talk about. It's a great fragrance. It's great on the men, but I just wouldn't wear it myself. I know that there are many women who pull it off and are happy with it and love it. To me, there is just too much spices, too much dry patchouli. Maybe it's the patchouli that I have a problem with as usual, but to me, this is just a straight up male fragrance. It has quite a prominent oud. My boyfriend loves it. My mom loves it, again, on my boyfriend, not on herself. So it kind of indicates to me that it is a straight up sexy dude scent, but to me it leans way too masculine for me to pull it off. Also, again, you kind of do have to like patchouli and saffron and nutmeg in heavy doses to like it. I don't see this being a easy blind buy. No, I think you do have to love the note structure to like it. So take it as you will, but to me this is not an easy blind buy, and I don't know why it is so highly hyped up. I know it's a good fragrance, but I just don't know why it's so popular. You know, if it's so polarizing and it can really go the wrong way on your skin, I just don't know why it's so hyped up. Initio has so many other options that are way safer. For example, even that Pour Rehab is easier because it is, even though it's a herbal aromatic, also with patchouli, which I don't usually go for, it's way easier to wear than Oud for Greatness. So yeah, that's all I can say. And from Initio, that is the only one that I have problem with, because others are absolutely exquisite. Actually, I'm lying. I want to talk about another one, and this is basically the same case for me as it is with Oud for Greatness. And I'm going to talk about another super hyped up one, Side Effect. Like it, really like it, but again, on a dude. I don't know how women pull it off, and again, I don't know if it's just my skin, maybe I'm too girly, but I really don't think so, because I wear a lot of male fragrances. I love unisexes, you know that, guys. So to me it's super duper strong, super heavy on tobacco, very deep and very manly. Again, I don't know why it's so hyped up by the girls, because to me it's such a masculinity in a bottle. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying it's not sexy, because it definitely is, but I really don't see myself wearing it. So please let me know in the comments below, what do you think about Oud for Greatness and Side Effect, because to me, even though they're beautiful fragrances, they're way too masculine. And of course, I am not being, you know, very strict when it comes to genders in fragrances, because to me, everyone can wear whatever they want, but it's just too masculine of an energy in those perfume oils for me, even for me who likes masculine fragrances on myself. So no, these two super hyped up, but definitely not my favorites from the brand, even though it's my very much of a favorite brand. So yeah, let's move on. Another fragrance that is very hyped up and I didn't like it. Let me tell you, I didn't like it. And that is Nishane Ani. And I give it that. It's strong, super long lasting. It is supposed to be vanilla. And I was searching and searching and I couldn't find vanilla because I was in the bushes of spices. So I never got out of those bushes. Really, super spicy fragrance. Again, it might be just my skin, but I didn't like it. To me, it's just too spicy. There's nothing that screams me, Paulina, in there. No, I just really didn't like it on my skin. Too spicy. I was hoping for more of a cozy vanilla. I know, again, Nishane Ani is one of those that has many fans, but it was not for me. I didn't enjoy it. I'm very happy that I didn't blind buy it because I was very close to do so, but I didn't. So thankfully I was saved by a decant, and now I can say truly it's not my love. No. Whew. All right, guys. I'm gonna talk about quite a few of Chanel fragrances, and I'm gonna talk about their exclusives range. So the first one I want to talk about is Le Beige. And this is a nice fragrance, but it's just the scent profile that doesn't really suit me. Maybe straight out of the shower I could pull this off. However, it's very soapy on me. It has a nice note structure. I was really excited about it, I'm not gonna lie. But it's just not for me. It leans a little bit too vintage for my taste. You know, Chanel in general, most of their fragrances have that specific undertone that you can immediately tell it's Chanel, but it also slightly leans vintage to me, and this is something that my nose doesn't do well with. So yeah, beige, not a love, not a hate, but not a love. And the next two are actually quite a hate for me. And I'm again very sorry if someone feels offended, but it's just my opinion, and I'm mostly disappointed because I had high hopes for both of them, and I'm gonna put them two together because to me they're quite similar. In this case I'm talking about Coromandel and Le Leone. Super excited. I was super excited about these, but I was very disappointed as well. So both of them are aromatic, ambery like fragrances that are terrible on my skin. Just terrible. They basically smell, both of them, they smell like pee on me. They just smell like pee on me. And it doesn't happen that often with me and fragrances, so imagine my surprise when it happened with Chanel. Both of them reminded me so much of Guerlain Shalimar. Usually when I go to Fragrantica, I pretty much almost always disagree with perfumes that it reminds me of section, but in this case I was like, yeah, that's that. Even though the note structure is quite different actually, if I'm not mistaken, in both of them and in Shalimar, but they are so similar. Both Coromandel and Le Leone, no, just no. And I was so excited about the Le Leone. It was a new release, and the name, you know, like Brar and all that stuff. I was hoping it would be like this sweet amber, okay, maybe slightly animalic obviously, but still a nice sweet amber. Not on me, not to me. So these two are a massive no-no for me. So yes, that's when it comes to Chanel. Then we've got Byredo Bal D'Afrique, and I will stop right here and tell you that in general I believe that Byredo or Byredo, however you want to pronounce it, is really overpriced at this point. Really overpriced, and as much as some of their fragrances are great and unique and very extraordinary, most of them that I do like do not really last. So, you know, as soon as I fall in love with a scent like Gypsy Water, love that one, love Gypsy Water, as well as Mojave Ghost, love that one too. They don't really last, so I cannot justify purchasing such an expensive scent, even though I love the scent itself, when I know it's not gonna last on me. But I'm gonna just cut to the chase. The one that is super hyped, and I don't really see why, is Bal D'Afrique. And guys, like, please explain this to me, because I don't understand. Please explain this to me, because I don't get it. To me, it is a citrus fragrance with some florals, and that's it. Like, honestly, like, what else is in there that maybe I'm not smelling? But to me, it is a citrus with slight florals to it. That also didn't last that long on me either. So I don't know, guys. I know it's a massive favorite of so many people. Even some of my YouTube friends really like it. I'm not saying it's bad, but guys, for the price, it's mind-blowing. Like, to me, it's just a regular citrus. Like, it's nothing worse than no, it's actually nothing better than Zara fragrances like this Jo Malone collection. Honestly, I know I'm bashing this fragrance hard, I'm sorry, but honestly though, like, to pay so much money for citrus that has moderate lasting power and moderate projection, I don't know, I don't get it. I know I myself spend a lot of money on very ridiculous things, but this is that ridiculous thing that I'm not gonna spend my money on. Let's move on. Alright, the next one is from Kilian. And with Kilian, even though I love the brand in general, there are many fragrances that I truly love. There is one that I do like, but again, I do prefer it on a guy. I would not really wear it myself. I really wouldn't. And that is a super hyped up fragrance. I don't know why it's so loved, if there are some that are much nicer in the line, and that is Intoxicated. And if I am to compare some other ones that I like way more than Intoxicated, is Black Phantom, it's Back to Black, what else? I'm not talking about those florally ones because that's not even the scent range, but you know, Black to Black and Black Phantom are way better than Intoxicated to me. Intoxicated, it is a bitter coffee with cardamom. I don't even know how people can call it a gourmand. How? There's really nothing gourmand about it. The lasting power is also not the best on it. Even though it's a strong, deep scent, it doesn't last that well. And trust me, I went through it because I have very decent miniature fragrance from Kilian of Intoxicated, and it really doesn't last that long. And I thought it would last very well, and it didn't. So again, I don't know why Intoxicated in particular is so hyped up, because I can see why Love Don't Be Shy is hyped up. You know, we have Rihanna wearing it. It's girly, feminine, sweet, likable, compliment getter, but I don't know about Intoxicated. I just don't know. To me, it's bitter coffee and cardamom. So yeah. Is there anything else that I want to share my thoughts on? Oh yes, last one. We've got last one. By the way, if you like that video, I can do more of these because I have a lot to say about many fragrances, as you guys know. The last, not least, is Portrait of a Lady from Frederic Malle. Oh guys, it's not nice. I'm sorry, it's just not nice. And I laughed so hard when I was doing a poll on Instagram and you guys voted for the worst fragrances and Portrait of a Lady was there so many times. I was like, okay, at least I'm not alone with this one. So yes, Portrait of a Lady, I don't want to ramble about it too much. There are so many other beautiful rose-based fragrances that I can recommend you, and like go through them and you're gonna be so much more happy about them than that one. Also, the price is a little bit ridiculous, you know? So I'm just gonna end on that note, and guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This is just a guideline for you. If maybe you have the same taste as me, maybe it will help you to make a good decision. If I don't really recommend something, I don't sit well with something, you know? So yes, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next one. Bye!